Coronation Street delivers a strong underlying message in Todd Grimshaw's special episode. Debbie Oates, who penned the script, has done an outstanding job. Harriet Bibby, who stars in Coronation Street, has discussed a significant hidden message included in this week's special episode focusing on Todd Grimshaw, where her character Summer Spellman encourages him to take action. Over recent months, the ITV soap has tackled a socially relevant storyline, showing Todd trapped in an abusive relationship with Theo Silverton. At first, he was subjected to coercive control, but more recently, Theo's behavior has escalated into physical violence. While viewers will witness several powerful moments on screen, there is also a subtle detail that could easily be overlooked. Bibby, who portrays Summer, revealed that the episode contains a symbolic message woven throughout. The color purple is used, representing survivors of domestic abuse, to highlight those who may have experienced such relationships in the past, but have since grown stronger after overcoming them, the actress explained. If viewers pay attention to that during the episode, it becomes incredibly impactful, especially seeing those individuals alongside Todd's journey. Debbie Oates truly did a remarkable job, as it brings authenticity to situations like this. Bibby also shared that although Summer once felt like she had 3 father figures, she now believes her relationship with Todd has grown into something more like a sibling connection. They rely on each other when needed. At times, she can take on a nurturing role toward him, while he also shows a protective parental side toward her, she said. It's wonderful to see how they support one another whenever necessary. At the core, Todd is always there for Summer and stands by her side. This is evident in this storyline, just as she supports him. However, their bond is no longer simply that of a father and daughter. As Summer begins to suspect Theo in connection with Billy Mayhew's murder, her investigation will intersect with the ongoing domestic abuse plot, with Theo becoming increasingly anxious as pressure builds around him. "I'm really looking forward to filming the moment when he's finally caught," Bibby said, who first appeared as Summer in 2020. Gareth and James have delivered exceptional performances throughout this storyline. This story has been unfolding for quite some time, so witnessing justice finally being served, and hopefully seeing Todd rediscover himself, smile again, and return to his witty self will be very satisfying. Coronation Street uncovers Summer's deepest worries as the Theo storyline intensifies. Harriet Bibby, who stars in Coronation Street, has revealed what frightens Summer Spellman the most in the show's current issue-driven plot, which follows Todd Grimshaw suffering abuse at the hands of his husband, Theo Silverton. In recent months, the ITV drama has delved into Todd's increasingly troubling situation, with scenes showing Sarah Platt, Christina Boyd, George Shuttleworth, and Gary Windass all trying to help him escape the toxic relationship. Meanwhile, Summer has been investigating the circumstances surrounding Billy Mayhew's death, which was caused by Theo. Although she initially believed Carl Webster was responsible, a recent episode saw him encourage her to search closer to home for the truth. Future episodes will bring these storylines together as Summer starts closely monitoring Theo. Bibby explained that her character will tread carefully, trying to uncover the truth without putting Todd in greater danger. Summer is convinced that Theo could be capable of killing someone, said the actress, who has played the role since 2020. She's been mourning Billy and has been so consumed by grief that she hasn't fully noticed everything else happening around her. I don't think she recognized this side of Theo before, but once her suspicions begin to surface, everything clicks into place. Suddenly, it all becomes clear. And once she sees it, she can't ignore it. Now that Summer suspects Theo may be behind Billy's death, her concern for Todd grows even stronger. If Theo is capable of murder, it increases the likelihood that Todd is indeed being abused. She feels overwhelmed by the situation, Bibby explained. She's terrified for Todd because he could be in serious danger, and he's the only person she truly has left. If something were to happen to him, she wouldn't know how to cope. In next week's episodes, Todd will take the courageous step of reporting Theo's abusive actions to the police. However, this comes after the possibility of him relocating to Belfast with Theo becomes very real. This development pushes Summer to act. Bibby shared, "When Todd mentions he might leave, it's incredibly hard for her. She knows him so well, and she can immediately tell that it's not something he genuinely wants. He doesn't want to leave Summer, especially given her current situation. That realization hits her hard. It almost confirms her fears and makes her see that Todd is trapped in something he doesn't want. If he does go, she won't be able to look after him or keep him safe. Moving to Belfast would leave him completely isolated, and that thought terrifies her," added Bibby, who took over the role from Matilda Freeman. These events lead Summer to confide in George and Sarah, who have already been worried about Todd. As their concerns begin to overlap, they realize that action must be taken. Some of them pick up on the signs straight away, while others are more doubtful and need more evidence before they're convinced, Bibby noted. But the more they talk things through, the harder it becomes to ignore what's really going on. Coronation Street hints that Glenda will step up during the Todd and Theo storyline. Glenda is always eager to offer support and help in any way she can. Coronation Street actress Jodie Prenger has exclusively shared with Inside Soap that Glenda Shuttleworth is set to take on a significant role as Todd Grimshaw faces an uncertain future. Recently, Glenda learned that Todd has been experiencing domestic abuse from his husband, Theo Silverton. Glenda's brother George was the first to realize Theo's true nature, prompting him to inform Todd's close circle, including Glenda, Christina, Summer, and Sarah. It's incredibly special because you find yourself in scenes with others and admire the performances they deliver, said Jodie, who joined the show in 2022. I even messaged Tony Maudsley, who plays George, after the scene where he arrived with a bag for Todd. It really moved me. The storyline has been portrayed beautifully and performed exceptionally well. In upcoming episodes, Todd is expected to report Theo to the police following a violent incident that leaves him bloodied. Whether Theo will face arrest remains unclear, but Todd will undoubtedly rely on emotional support from those closest to him. Glenda is someone who naturally wants to help and be there for others, Jodie explained. No matter the outcome, whether things go well or not, she always gives it her all. I think this is where she'll truly shine for the people she cares about. Highlighting Glenda's caring personality, the Rover's barmaid has built strong friendships with several women on the street, particularly Debbie Webster, who is currently dealing with dementia. Glenda and Debbie have a great connection, Jodie said with a smile. A couple of years ago, there was a bit of tension, but now they get along really well. The same goes for Bernie, and she's also grown closer to Christina. She's also shared some wonderful moments with Mary, she added. Glenda forms bonds with many people, but she especially enjoys her friendship with Debbie. When it comes to romance, Glenda has yet to find a lasting partner, with her previous relationship with Michael Bailey ending after just a month. However, now that Jodie has signed a new one-year contract with Coronation Street, there's a possibility that could change. There have been discussions about Glenda having a brief romance, the actress hinted. We'll just have to wait and see.